Hey ladies, it's Dawn. So today's a different kind of video. I thought we'd have a little coffee chat this morning. I got out of bed and I wanted to make a video for you. And I wanted to do it because I've been a little bit bummed out, to be perfectly honest. I've had a couple bad days. I've been cleaning my house. It takes me like 2 full days to clean my house. Well, not really 2 full days, but it takes me about 4 hours to do the downstairs, and it takes me about 4 hours to do the upstairs. So I break it up into a couple of days, and that's what I've been doing. And I wasn't really taking care of myself, and I wasn't doing anything to kind of feed my soul or boost myself up. And I started to feel really down by the end of the day. And I know that if I allow that to happen too many days in a row, that I just lose all motivation. You know, I don't really want to, I really don't want to do anything. So I did get out on my bike and pedal my bike around really fast around the neighborhood yesterday, and that helped. I feel like I get nervous energy and I need to do something to get that energy out, and that really helps. Cleaning my house helps too. I was really sore, and then I painted my son's room last week on top of it. So I've just been doing a lot of work around the house, and I feel like I haven't been spending enough time kind of feeding myself. My kids were all here over the weekend for Mother's Day, and it was really, really nice. They put together a PowerPoint presentation for me as my gift, why they love me, and each one of them contributed some slides to it. And then they brought some popcorn up to me while I was sitting in bed, and they all crowded around me and we watched the video, and that really helped. Because I do spend a lot of time lifting them up and encouraging them. I try to be a really positive and encouraging person to them. And then sometimes you realize that, you know, you don't do it yourself to your own self. You put your own self down, or you expect more from yourself. I can be the worst with myself. Like I was telling Jdee, like she was showing me a blooper that she put in her video when she made a mistake, and it was really funny. And I was telling her what I do. I said I yell at myself. So like my bloopers are all me saying things like, "You're so stupid. Why'd you say that?" You know, it's like they're actually kind of funny, but I can't use them as bloopers because you guys would be like, "She's nuts," which I probably am. But I'll make a mistake and then I'll edit it out. And as I'm editing, I'm like, "Oh, you're such an idiot." Like I'm just like looking at myself and calling myself names. So anyway, you shouldn't do that. I was thinking about some things that have been making me happy over this time. And, you know, of course, the thing that would make me most happy is seeing the people I love and physically hugging them and taking walks with them and that kind of thing. But that's been very limited. I haven't been able to see my girlfriends, and yeah, so I'm bummed out. Anyway, I wanted to make a video, and I'm going to share with you some things that do make me happy and some things that have been helping me during this time. And I hope that you find it helpful too. And I also hope that you'll leave me a comment giving me tips that help you, because I think we can all benefit from each other right now. So let's do that. And I'm going to get started. I'm just going to go through some things and just start chatting with you, and we'll just talk about whatever comes up. So one thing I did notice is some sleep disturbance. Early on in quarantine, my kids and myself lost track of time due to there not being a schedule. So we all started staying up really late. In fact, like on Tuesdays and Thursdays, my husband gets home from work really late, like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, because he has late hours in his office for people that can't get in to see him during the day, so those people can come. He's always had it that way. For when people worked, they could come in the evenings. So he has evening hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so it's typically just me and the kids that are home. One daughter's away at college. The other one, college was canceled, so she's home. The other one had college canceled too, but she has housing off campus, so she can quarantine in her housing with her roommates and stuff. And so she's 20, almost, yeah, she's 22. She turned 22 in April. So that's where she prefers to be right now. And my second daughter is here, and then my 2 teenage sons are here. And I'm really happy about that. But my husband would come home from work and we'd be just finishing dinner at like 8 o'clock at night. And I'd say, "Oh, there's dinner. It's still warm if you're hungry." Where typically we'd eat more at an appropriate dinner time, 5:30, 6:30, that kind of thing. Everything was pushed back. Lunch would happen at 3 or 4. Dinner would happen later. We'd sleep till like 10 o'clock. It was crazy. It still is. It's still crazy. So I did have to start using melatonin, which I don't like to use long term because it is a hormone therapy. When you're using melatonin, you are taking a hormone. And you do have a feedback loop when you use hormones. So your body will produce hormones like it does, and they may produce them less as we get older, but it's still going to produce hormones. So if you're taking melatonin very regularly and giving your body that hormone, your body will make less if you're getting enough. So I don't like to stay on any kind of hormone replacement long-term unless I need it. And I do take hormone replacement for menopause, which is a different topic, but I need it. So this I don't need all the time, but I'm trying to kind of reset a normal sleep cycle. And this is 80 gummies, adult gummies, natural fruit flavor, strawberry, Nature's Made. I get it at Jewel. And the reason I'm telling you this one, there are other really good brands, but prior to this one, I purchased another brand. Let me go get it. Hang on. I purchased, it's called Nature's Truth. And I do take 2.5 milligrams. These are 2.5 milligram gummies. If you take 2, it's 5 milligrams. So sometimes I take 2. But the Nature's Truth made me dozy, but then when I started to fall asleep, I would get really restless legs, which doesn't happen to me a lot, but it does happen to me sometimes when I take certain types of melatonin. So that might be something to pay attention to. It's anecdotal. I don't know any studies or anything that kind of prove that thing can happen, but it definitely happens to me. So when that was happening, I didn't put 2 and 2 together right away. It happened before when I was taking a different brand and I can't remember. And then I ended up getting the Hylands restless leg or leg cramp formula. It's like one thing leads to another. And this does help if you struggle with restless legs. This one's leg cramps, but if you take the restless leg one, it will really help. It's just one little pill that dissolves beneath your tongue, and it will help your legs not be restless so that you can go to sleep. I sometimes do suffer from a little bit of restless leg syndrome. I wouldn't really call it syndrome because it's so sporadic that I wouldn't label it as a syndrome yet, but I do get restless legs from time to time, and this definitely helps. I always say be careful with the supplements you take. If you're taking a supplement and you start to notice something strange all of a sudden, blame the supplement first and back off from it and see if it clears up. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we don't blame our supplements for little things that are going on with us. And a lot of times our supplement can bring on different things. But the melatonin that I showed you, the Nature Made is a really good one. They're cherry. So right before you go to bed, if you take 1 or 2 of these, you feel like you're having a little bit of candy. Okay, the next thing is my coffee. I've been drinking black coffee, which was never something that I did before, but I stopped enjoying my coffee. I was telling my husband, I used to always like to put a little cream. I would buy those creamers, the almond milk creamers that have flavors in them, and add a little to my coffee, some hazelnut or caramel or pumpkin spice, whatever it was I wanted, and I would enjoy it so much. And I stopped enjoying my coffee. I don't understand why. Like one time I went to my sister-in-law's house and she gave me black coffee and I was like, this tastes really good. Why is this so good? Something hormonal must be going on, or my body chemistry is changing, and I'm just appreciating black coffee like a burly man would. I'm gonna start growing hair on my chest. Anyway, the one I've been really enjoying is the Donut Shop in regular. I don't like it in the dark. I don't like it to be too strong. I don't like it to be too light either. So it's this one, and it's in regular. And I've even purchased our grocery store's generic version of it, and it's really good too. So this Donut Shop coffee is making me happy again. These are the Keurig. I like to use the Keurig ones because I just brew 1 cup at a time, even though I know they're not environmentally friendly. I guess I'll just have to get the grounds and start using my like individual Keurig cup. That's what I'll do. But anyway, so I've been enjoying my coffee again. And then something else I've been really enjoying as a treat from time to time are from Starbucks. And they're these Via instant refreshers, and they're little packets, and you can make a big container of their refreshers. And if you get freeze-dried fruit, you can throw it in there, and it is just like the refreshers that you would get from Starbucks. You just serve them over ice. I like them to be served over lots of ice because then they get a little watered down the way the Starbucks are, and they're really, really good. And if you add a little coconut milk to them, it's now the pink drink. You know what I mean? I think the acai berry refresher from Starbucks with coconut milk is actually the pink drink, which kids love and grown-up women love. So if you've never had a Starbucks pink drink, try one. Just go through. It sounds crazy, but order the pink drink. They'll know what you're talking about, and it's delicious. That makes me happy. But this is a great alternative if you're sheltering at home. I have a container of coconut milk, and I can just pour the coconut milk over a lot of ice and add some of my refresher to it, and it's delicious. I bet you could even make it using coconut milk, but I've never tried that. The next thing is I'm running out of candles. I would always purchase my candles from TJ Maxx. I would get the Yankee candles that they have at TJ Maxx, and they're like $7.99 or $9.99. It made so much sense to me because I don't want to spend $19.99 on a candle, and I do like to burn candles in wax melts in my house. Most of the time I burn Maxwell's wax melts, but I do like to have a candle, and I was going to go onto the website and order a bunch of candles, but they were still a little bit expensive, and I don't want to spend money on stuff like that. I'd rather spend it on makeup and other things. But I do love these Myers candles in the kitchen, and they come in all different scents. In the winter time, I really loved the what is it? Chestnut? I think it was chestnut. It's not chestnut. It smells like chestnuts. And Williams Sonoma has a chestnut one. It was another one that smells like chestnuts. I'll put the name on the screen. That was my favorite, if you could get that one. I hoarded the soaps and the spray for the counter and stuff because I love that one. This one's geranium, and it just smells very, very good. Like geraniums. I think it's geranium. All of these smell so good. They even have a lemon verbena. They have a lavender one. They have the one that smells like chestnuts that I can't remember. Really good. So these are nice for a little gift if you do see someone that you haven't seen in a while, or drop off like a little care package to a neighbor or a friend and put a little candle. It will brighten their day. I guarantee it. Okay, so I was having difficulty getting my hair color from Sally's Beauty Supply. I ordered my hair color, and I have many hair coloring videos on how I get this color hair at home, and I'll link those. There's lots of them. I think I've made 2 or 3 of them. I'll link them, but I'm always looking for a drugstore option, and I found a perfect drugstore option. Oh, here comes a child. Yes?
For lunch, can I make this?
Sure. Do you know how to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just want to make sure.
Okay. My son's making noodles for lunch. He has like a little noodle kit. He asked if he could cook it. He's 14, so he's a pretty good cook. So anyway, sometimes he needs me, but anyway, he doesn't right now. So I was having trouble getting my hair color from Sally's. I didn't order it in time, and I let my hair go for a very long time. And I've tried Nice and Easy, and I've tried other brands, but the very best one for me is L'Oreal Superior Preference in Light Reddish Blonde. And it looks like this, and it looks, whoops, and it looks like this on me. A little duller, not quite as bright, but it's really pretty. I did my roots. You could see these are my roots right here. So I recently did it. And it looks really good. I feel like nobody notices when I use this and come on here and make a video. Nobody asks me, have you done something different with your hair? And I find that it's very long lasting and very convenient. So if you don't want to go to Sally Beauty Supply and get the 2 colors that I use and blend together and make my own concoction, that is definitely a little more vibrant and probably a little less, it's fade resistant. So, that would be my first option, but this is really great to have on hand. And so I keep a couple boxes of this in case of an emergency. And I can just, even if I've used my Sally and I just want to do my roots, I can, and they will blend perfectly. You can use this over your Sally just to refresh the color, and it will work perfectly. You don't need to remove your hair color and go in with this. It's, at least for me, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that at all. And this is really pretty. So anyway, the 9GR Light Reddish Blonde from L'Oreal Superior Preference. And I've used this twice now during quarantine. And this is a fresh box ready to go for next time. So I had mentioned that my mom had given me Mango Mandarin Bath & Body Works in my Easter basket. And she came over this time, like for Mother's Day, and she brought me Midnight Pomegranate. So I didn't open this one yet, but I did open this and try it, and it smells really, really nice. After my shower, I don't have the body cream. It smells really good. It smells perfumey though. So like when I have it on, I just smell like I really tried. Like if I come down in my nightgown after my shower, my husband will tell me I smell really good. You know, like he knows I've put forth some effort, or he thinks I did. But I really just used my Midnight Pomegranate. My husband finds it very, very sexy. So yeah, if you're not looking for that, don't use this. Something else that I really, really like, I showed this to you like 18 months ago when I first got it, and I think you can still get this tote from Vera Bradley. I've got this Vera Bradley tote, and I got it from my Bible study. When I was going to Bible study, I keep all my materials in here, and now we're not doing it because we're all in quarantine and stuff. So I took everything out. I do have a matching wallet. You know me, I like everything to match. But I like this tote a lot. It's lined with silk. So it's got like a really nice lining in it and pockets. It's a really good Vera Bradley tote. And it looks so cute, like with denim. I just have a white t-shirt and a denim jacket. And it just adds that pop of color. It's so cute. I don't typically carry a lot of Vera Bradley in the summer months because in the summer months I wear dresses and things like that, or shirts that have a lot of patterns on them. And then when I add Vera Bradley, you know, just like the patterns compete against each other. But these are so nice for when you're just, you know, in tan, black, khaki, or tan is khaki, I guess, white, denim. These are really, really nice. And so I've been really enjoying this lately. I moved all my Bible study stuff out of it, and I've just been using this cute little Vera Bradley tote. And I've been really liking it while we're here in quarantine. I haven't been needing my purse a lot. So I was using my Dooney and Burke zip satchel, which I love, but that's the other tote I've been switching in and out of. It's so light too and easy to carry. So I really like it. It makes me happy. I like Vera Bradley patterns a lot, and I like Vera Bradley blankets. I like Vera Bradley towels. Oh, and one other thing, I don't have one that matches. If you haven't owned a Vera Bradley bag before, and you have, and you're worried about anything spilling on the inside of it because it's all quilted and fabric, you can wash them. I just put them on the delicate cycle and hang them to dry. But Vera Bradley does sell these little pouches, and they are lined with plastic. My daughters used these all through high school as lunch pouches. So like little sacks. You could put your umbrella in it. You could put like a towel in it if you had this in your beach bag, or you can carry it as is. You know, it's crinkly, but it's really great for something wet. And they sell them in matching patterns to their bags. And I think that they're really handy to have so that way you don't ever put anything wet. Even like your water bottle, they're really nice. And I have an Essie nail polish. I think I was wearing this in my Palmer's video, or I was wearing it in my recent video that I did about dupes. And I got a couple compliments from you on it, from some of you. And it looks like this, and called One Way for One. And it's that really pretty kind of Barbie pink. It's got like pink with corally and purple shimmer to it. Look how pretty that is. And it makes me really happy. When I use colors like this, I have to be very careful with my nails first. I have to prep them by using one of these things, and I just use the ridge. Like, you know, sometimes you get those ridges in your nails, and I have to just buff them a little bit flat. Otherwise, shimmers don't look good on my nails. But once I do that, I can wear a shimmer and it'll look really, really flattering on. I'm not wearing this now, so this is not this color, but it's a really, really pretty color. And last but not least are my Havaianas. I've talked to you about Havaianas before. They're my favorite flip-flops to purchase for the summer months because they are very high quality and they won't ever break on you. Well, I can't say they won't ever, but mine never have. Whereas if I buy them from American Eagle or Hollister, those places, or even Target, eventually these things kind of, they wear out. My kids sometimes step on the back of my flip-flop, or I don't know, I just don't really trust them. So sometimes if we're going places where we're walking and I want to wear flip-flops, I wouldn't, because I was worried a flip-flop might break. Havaianas are always true. They never do that to me. And when we were going to go on spring break, which we ended up canceling because of the virus, I purchased a few things that I was going to take with me. And one was the rose gold Havaianas. I think I showed these to you then. And they're not really the color rose gold. There's something else. I found mine on Amazon, but right now they're making me really happy. I just paint my toenails a really happy color, throw on my rose gold Havaianas with my jogger pants. Like right now I just have a t-shirt and some joggers on and a denim jacket. Like I'm super cash. Look at this. I'm just like sloppy casual right now. And I throw on my Havaianas. I've got my little Vera Bradley tote, and I feel like I'm a cute casual. It's a really great way to have a really casual look and still look cute. You know, I mean, because even though we want to be comfortable, we want to look cute, right, ladies? The other thing too is, I was going to say to you, it's like a lot of times it's still cold here in Illinois. Like we have days where it's like 75, sunny and really nice, but then 2 days later, it'll be 45 and flurrying outside. And that's kind of typical. It's late in the season for that, but it still does happen. So, you know, some days I wake up and I'm in my nightgown and I'm like, I'm just so cold and I just want to be warm. And even if I'm going to make a video, I want to put on a pretty shirt or something for you, but I throw on like a big sweater or something like this. I hope you all don't mind, but I feel like we're all friends and I want you to feel like that too. Like we're girlfriends and we don't need to dress up for each other. So sometimes I will. I know that some of you want to see me dress up for you or show you some cute clothes. So I'll be better about that. But a lot of times I'm just really comfortable here on my videos. So anyways, that's all I have for you. Some things that have been making me happy, helping me get through this. The other thing is I've been really trying, whatever your faith is, spend time practicing your faith, because I noticed that I wasn't reading my Bible because I'm a Christian. I'm Lutheran actually, but I'm a Christian and I want to practice my faith more. And I'm sitting here like talking about it with my kids and my husband, but I wasn't in the Word or doing anything to really help grow my faith during this time. And God has shown me so much grace, because despite that, I've still been feeling fairly calm and not anxious. And I know that could only be Him. So I feel like I need to get back into that a little bit more and try to, you know, honor that, because I know that's what He expects from me too. So I think that's really helpful. And since I started kind of thinking about that and journaling about that, I know I'm going to actually start doing it more. It does help. It helps keep my mind at peace and not get so nervous about all the crazy stories we hear flying all over the internet. So whatever it is that helps you center yourself, take that time each day, even if it's for 10 or 15 minutes, to just kind of center yourself and do what you need to do to get yourself out of your head. You know what I mean? Into a good place where you are feeding yourself and giving yourself something positive instead of all the negativity. So anyway, thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, because I want to know who's out there. I want to see your name, even if it's just like a little made up name. Some of you have the cutest names. And yeah, say hello, and I'll see you next time.